On the last episode of Bend It Like Beck, ham was not included in my meal plan. In fact, I was given some yummy food, but all around it was unsatisfactory.
If you have no idea what I'm talking about, consider going to watch my previous video.
You can click here to watch my previous video. Oh wait, actually don't watch that video until you've watched all of this video because I need good watch time. Don't watch it. Good morning. And to everybody in a different time zone, good afternoon and good evening. Merry Christmas. So in my last video, I followed the recommendations of a registered dietitian. I want to make that clear. She was a fully certified RD. I think she is. I don't know. I asked her to design a meal plan specifically for me, my body, and wowee, schmowdity. What a meal plan I received. It just blatantly wasn't a meal plan personalized to me. I'm hungry. So hungry. So with all of that success, I'm going to continue on doing the exact same thing. I bought a custom meal plan from another dietitian, which I will be following, but we're gonna be changing it up a bit. In this video, instead of getting recommendations from a dietitian, I'm gonna be switching out qualifications for big muscles. Because as I like to say, who wants to learn from someone who just studied food and nutrition when you can learn from someone who actually is a fit guy? A fit guy who sends me Word documents filled with motivational quotes and tells me to eat string cheese. Okay, I'm not trying to be mean, and what can I say? The program was really cheap, and also it seems like there's some pretty good reviews. But honestly, I am just taken aback. This extraordinary piece of literature is just so good. And I can't wait to share it with you guys. The hard part about attaining the psychic you want, oh wait, it's not psychic, it's physique you want, is consistency. The even harder part is staring at a chocolate cake, or in my case, cappuccino bar, and saying, no. What? That was word for word what he says in the opening of his nutrition guide. Hi, and welcome to my professor lecture. I'm the professor of having no qualifications at all. So unlike with the dietitian in my previous video, I didn't get a full-on meal plan that I had to follow. This is more of a nutrition guide slash Instagram caption. I went with this guy because I wanted to see his interpretation of my request to build muscle. Because he's an athlete and he brands himself more as a personal trainer, I wanted to see if there was any differing opinions between a dietitian and this guy. Let's just start it. Yeah? You must cut out all salt and sugar, no exceptions. Okay, and his reasoning is that salt holds water weight that makes you look and feel bloated, and sugar helps store fat. Okay, I'm not a salt and sugar expertiser. In fact, I don't know anything, and you shouldn't come to me if you want advice on food and nutrition, because I don't know the science behind it. All I know and ever share on this channel is my experience with food and my relationship. It once was a very horrible, destructive relationship, but now I'm very happy and at peace with my relationship with food. So I'm not here to tell you what's right and wrong, but what I can say is how that makes me feel. And I feel like it's just so dramatic. And it actually reminds me of this video that I was watching the other day. This channel called A Beast to Beast, and basically he was reacting to a video where a celebrity personal trainer was giving advice. Well, basically he was just promoting his program. But one of the big parts that he talks about is to completely cut out sugar from your diet.
So when I'm talking sugar, I'm talking processed sugars, not sugar that you're gonna find in an apple. Sugar is what causes us to gain weight.
No.
Again, I'm not here to discuss what types of food makes you gain weight and if sugar stores fat. I don't care. But to read this and just see such a blanket statement that doesn't take into consideration any one person's experience. All he knows from me is that I wanted a bulking muscle plan. He didn't ask me any other questions. So for sure, this isn't a personalized plan. This wasn't a personalized little Instagram post you wrote for me, did you? No. This was a copy and paste, and also you made a spelling mistake. Fun fact, bodybuilders used ot. It's used to. Anyways, I'm gonna move on, but there's so many ways of thinking when it comes to food and nutrition and what is healthy, and there's so many facts around food that keep changing every 2 years. So for me, it really doesn't matter if it's a fact that sugar stores fat, okay? It also helps me do a lot of positive things too.
please do not just do a meal plan that is in the back of a book, okay? That stuff is very individualized for the person, and just doing a meal plan in the back of a book is not a good idea.
I agree. Say no to generic meal plans in the back of a book. And on Fiverr. Fiverr, apparently. Alright, let's keep going. The good news, you do not need to eat salad for every meal. Yeah, I mean, it goes on and it says that you should eat every couple of hours because it keeps your metabolism going. Which, okay, it's fine, but he says it's really important what food you eat. So obviously no salt and sugar. Salt and sugar. What's even more confusing is that despite he says there's no exceptions whatsoever, he goes on to say that it's okay to have cheat days. So yes, I can go have that candy bar, I can go get that fast food as long as it's once in a while. Which again, I have issue with because I have a chocolate bar every single day. It's just shoving these foods into good and bad and making you think that eating a candy bar is a bad thing to do. Yes, some foods are more nutritionally dense, but that doesn't make having a chocolate bar bad. I'd argue that not having a chocolate bar or on a one-off occasion on these cheat days is more unhealthy than just having it whenever your body wants it. Because I'd say that if I wasn't allowing myself to have that chocolate bar, my life would be heavily impaired because that's a really dramatic, okay. It would be not as great because then I'd be thinking about a chocolate bar all day. And how productive is that? Just thinking about a chocolate bar when I could have had it, enjoyed it, satisfied my needs, and gone on and, made tons of money and conquered the world. And like he says, it's all about proportional balanced eating. And I would say that I have a balanced diet because I have the chocolate bar and I also have my lettuce. And for me, at one point, having multiple chocolate bars in a day was what I needed because for a long time I had cut out all chocolate bars and I was in this deficit, so I needed to eat tons to get to a neutral status. Okay, now going on, it's more about the working out part of it.
And it's obvious now.
Much to say when it comes to the workout that he gave me. I did tell him that the gyms were closed, so he probably made a more home-based workout, but oh wow, that wasn't hard at all. I say that like I know what I'm doing. I probably was doing terrible technique, but it just didn't feel challenging. Like, I go to the gym, I lift weights. I lift quite heavy weights, actually, like more than I thought that I would be able to. I don't know, I wonder if he stalked my Fiverr profile and just saw that I wasn't a massive bodybuilder, because he literally didn't ask me any questions about who I am or my fitness experience or my fitness level. So how did he know that I needed to have a beginner's body weight workout? Oh, this has been interesting. I feel like I've been getting a lot of generic plans, and I know that that isn't the case for all personal trainers and all dietitians. I've never worked with a personal trainer, but I've had some amazing dietitians in my time, and so I know that it's not just about checking your BMI or just giving a random workout. It would actually be cool to find the right personal trainer that would go into my history, learn everything about me, and just teach me based off of that. But there we have it, and we still have another dietitian to follow. Baby, when you move your body,